Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, you are never good enough? Let me tell you something that might sound strange at first. I lied to myself, and it completely changed my life. This lie wasn't about pretending that I was okay when I was not. It was about refusing to accept that someone's emotional absence meant that I was not enough. And that decision to reject that belief, which felt like a lie at the moment, is the reason why I live in freedom today. So if you have ever felt like you're not good enough, you're unworthy, or like there might be something wrong with you, then this video might change your mind and your state of consciousness. But before we dive in, welcome. If you're new here, I am Al, and I'm here to help you unlock the power to manifest the life that you truly desire. If you are looking for personalized support, please check out the description box below for my website and all the details on one-on-one coaching. But now, let's get started. A little to the background story. Growing up, my dad wasn't really there. He was a very successful man. He was a self-made man. He wasn't a bad person, he was very generous, but emotionally, he was what one would call emotionally unavailable. My sister, when she was 6 years old, she had an experience with him where she told him, I want to spend more time with you, why don't we spend more time with us? And his answer to that was, mothers give love and fathers give money. So basically, this summed up my entire childhood with him. And of course, as a kid, I made that mean something about me. Maybe I wasn't lovable enough. Maybe I wasn't important enough. Maybe I wasn't good enough. And that belief became a lens through which I saw everything in life. But eventually something clicked. I got tired of asking myself what was wrong with me. And in my own way, I flipped that script. I told myself there is nothing wrong with me. He's just someone who doesn't know how to love. And at first that felt like a lie. That felt like I was kidding myself. But over time, that new story became my new truth. In NLP, they call that a reframe. You take the same story and you give it a different meaning. Instead of saying, I am not worthy, I am not good enough, I'm not chosen, I'm not important, I told myself, I am a good kid. I'm just not getting what I need and I deserve from someone who could give that to me. Of course, as a kid, I just wanted to take that burden away from me. As an adult and a manifestor, I would have reframed that story differently in a way that it wouldn't be harder for me to change in the future. But I want to take this example to show you how to reframe a story. So in NLP, they have 6 steps for this reframing. The step 1 is to identify that pattern of behavior that you want to change. You clearly define that a specific behavior you want to modify. So for example, you struggle with low self-esteem and you often doubt yourself. So you want to recognize the moments when these thoughts arise and the impact in your confidence and in the decisions that you make. Step 2 is going to be about establishing a communication with the responsible part. So you connect with the internal part or the programming that you have that is responsible for that unwanted behavior. So you go within and you ask questions. In step 3, you are going to separate that behavior from the positive intention that it has. You understand that every behavior, even unwanted ones, they serve a positive intention or a positive purpose. And this step involves identifying and acknowledging the positive intention. For example, if you tend to procrastinate, the positive intention behind this behavior might be to avoid failure or criticism. So realizing this allows you to address the root cause and to explore healthier ways to cope with such fears. Step 4 is about creating new behaviors. So you tap into your creative side to explore new behaviors that can achieve the same positive intent, but in a more useful way. In the example that I gave, you find healthier strategies to align with your goal and your aspirations. You can break tasks into smaller steps or you can set realistic deadlines to reduce the pressure. In step 5, you take responsibility and you establish a bridge to the future. So you make a commitment to use the new behavior and establish a plan for how to integrate them into your daily life. But if you catch yourself feeding the old story, don't be mad at yourself. See this as valuable learning experiences that contribute to your personal development and resilience. And the last step is going to be an ecological check. So you're going to assess the potential impact of the change on yourself and others to ensure that it's beneficial, that it doesn't create unintended negative consequences or further limiting beliefs. This reframe, changing this story, became my power. Looking at a situation and finding a different meaning and believing in it because I have experienced how things change. In a sense, I learned to not give my power away to whatever is happening in the 3D. I stopped building my identity around my wound and I started building my identity around my choice to be my own freedom, to be my own source of validation. And this is what you need to know and you need to hear. Your beliefs, they are not facts. They are just assumptions you have practiced until they became unconscious identities. And identity is everything. So if deep down you still feel like you're not chosen, you are not enough, you're not worthy of love or success, if you don't tackle these beliefs, then you will keep bouncing back to the old self. But the good news is that, just like I did, you can lie to yourself on purpose, not to escape a reality, but to create a new one. And if you think about this, the limitation that you are experiencing right now is actually the lie, because you are limitless, because what you assume becomes your experience. But the question is, how do you assume a new identity? Step 1, you find the hidden identity. You ask yourself this question: what someone would have to believe about themselves to keep experiencing this? And then you trace back to a feeling. Do you feel ignored? Do you feel abandoned? Do you feel not enough? That feeling has a belief underneath. Name it. Bring it into light. I feel rejected, which means I believe I am not wanted. Step 2, you interrupt the pattern. So you are going to challenge the language that is shaping your reality. Here's how it works. Once you found the belief, you challenge it and you ask yourself questions. Is it always true? According to who? And can I think of a moment in my life where the opposite was true? For example, if sometimes you think, I am not enough, ask yourself, according to who? Enough for what exactly? And when did I decide that? And as you are asking questions, you will notice the limiting belief starts to crack. Because beliefs like I am not enough have zero current proof. They are borrowed from moments from your past where your nervous system felt unsafe. Challenge these beliefs, replace them with a new script, and in step 3, you are going to install a new identity. Choose a new assumption, even if it feels almost like a lie. The old version of me believed she was not enough, but this is not who I am anymore. I feel safe. I know I'm more than enough. I am the one who chooses. I'm not waiting to be chosen. And then act from it. Live from it, walk from it, speak from it. And every time that voice creeps in and tells you you are not worthy, tell yourself, this is not who I am anymore. You are not healing your worth. You are remembering it. So yes, it may feel like a lie, but it's going to be the most powerful intentional lie you have ever told. And I know that because it became the truth that set me free. You don't need the world to tell you that you're enough. You just need to stop arguing for the story that says that you are not. So finish this sentence in the comment section. The version of me I'm choosing believes that blank. Believes that I'm free, believes that I'm good enough, that I'm worthy, believes that I'm living a successful life, believes that success or money is always coming to me, believes that Love is always coming my way. Choose whatever you want. If you like this video, please like, subscribe for more videos like this. And don't forget to check out my older videos. Because this channel is your space to remember who you really are. Not broken, not waiting. You are worthy, you are good enough, and you are whole. Always. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk soon. Bye-bye.